Okay, I'm going to start now. The Internet of Things is a large concept which describes the interconnection of devices, allowing them to send and receive data. Hello, my name is Sebastian Gutierrez, and my research involved finding out if smart devices could be considered an asset to Americans. To begin, smart technology is beneficial to the health of people. A popular example of smart technology can be found in Amazon Echo. The Echo pulls from credible sources like the Centers of Disease Control and the National Institutes of Health to provide medical advice. In the case of an emergency, this can make the difference between making it to the hospital or not. Another example of a health benefit is through electronic counseling. The National Institute of Mental Health describes several benefits of mental health apps. They offer 24-hour care at a lower cost than face-to-face counseling, providing both convenience and affordability. Common devices such as smartphones and laptops can access these services. The image of the United States shows in shades of blue the number of broadband internet providers in counties, dark blue being more and light blue being less. Counties that are white have no internet providers available to them. As you can see, there's at least one internet provider in each county in the United States. This coverage is another benefit of online mental health apps as they can be accessed by all Americans. Furthermore, smart technology is beneficial for education. The National Center for Education Statistics, a part of the U.S. Department of Education, describes smart technology as opening many doors for students of all academic levels to do real work as they study a particular subject. When speaking of the integration of smart technology, they also say that it enhances content in the learning environment. It is key that students receive the best education, and the integration of technology will allow that. Technology is becoming increasingly integrated into all aspects of life. By the integration of technology will allow students to develop skills that will aid them in the future. This is because technology is becoming increasingly integrated into all aspects of life. The addition of it into the learning process will aid students in the development of skills that will help them in the future. Other benefits are flexible schedules and availability of education. These benefits can be found in smart technology's role in remote learning. When compared to its face-to-face alternative, online learning such as FOVS provides much more flexibility with 24-hour support. This allows for increased availability of increased student time management and responsibility. Next, according to the U.S. Department of Education, 48 of 50 states support online learning. This large availability of online learning makes it a viable alternative to face-to-face for most Americans. Additionally, although there are many benefits of smart technology, it's important to identify its flaws. An example of this would be the Echo Dot, which has some rare, although severe, issues in security. Examples of these include awakening and speaking without the wake word, sharing information, or performing tasks through misinterpretation of words in a conversation. Some cases of sharing information have provided enough data for the receiver of the data to locate and contact the person who experienced the error. Additional concern arises when considering what might happen if a person with bad intentions were to receive this information. This issue becomes more significant when looking at the current and planned control to place in these devices. As seen in one of the stimuli provided, smart devices have access to things such as temperature, lights, and more that can be seen in this image. In the future, further and more accessible integration of these devices will be available. Looking at the large control of these smart devices on homes expands the point of the Department of Homeland Security. That dependency on technology for both the government and consumers creates a large target for cyber attacks. Places from banks to government offices utilize technology to store data. Of course, these places have levels of security in place. However, they create an attractive target for people to continue to find errors in. Despite the risks that come with the integration of smart devices, both educational and health benefits allow it to be considered an asset to Americans. Thank you.
All right, I do have two questions for you. First off, let's talk about your sources. How reliable and valid were they? And then how do you know that they were?
So I know that they were reliable because of the publisher. I made sure when I was looking for sources, I found like government things like the Department of Homeland Security, um, Department of Education, and the National Institute of Health. They all lead back to some kind of U.S. department. So that's how I found that they were reliable.
Okay, and then if you were going to talk to somebody who was doing a presentation on this in the future, what advice would you have for them about this type of presentation or this content, basically?
I would say the biggest thing I would say is like broaden the scope of what smart technology is. Because like for me, initially when I think smart technology, I think of like Google Home, Alexa, stuff like that. That's like mainly what I think of. But smart technology is also things like phones, computers, other stuff like that, like Cortana or the Google Assistant you have on your phone. So it's not limited just to that one thing.